My name is Paul Burt. I work for Warburton Building Services Limited. We're a mechanical and electrical contractor working in the construction industry, dealing with both small and large projects, sort of projects from anything from 10,000 to 2 million, mainly doing new build plumbing and heating works and plumbing and heating works in commercial properties. I found out about insolvency law, to be honest, by looking on the internet, contacting a few companies that were advertised on the internet to find out which one I felt could best serve us in the problems we had, and insolvency law were the ones that seemed to know most about what was relevant in our case. Okay, the specific issue we faced with our debtor was we'd worked for this contractor, done a project of approximately £1 million. We'd come to the end of the defects liability period. We'd been chasing the retention for approximately 6 months. We'd issued a stat demand against them. We'd had lots of promises of payment, but in the end result, they weren't paying, and we needed to find somebody who could actually get us our money in. We decided to use insolvency law, having spoken to Peter, who seemed to really understand what we needed and how to get it, and they offered us a cost-effective solution to get our money in. The first phone call I made when I spoke to Peter filled me with confidence. He understood exactly what we needed, and he appreciated that we're in a construction industry where getting retention's difficult, and he had experience, and the impression you got was he knew what he was talking about. In the construction industry, we suffer a lot with retentions being held at the end of projects, and it becomes very difficult to get that money 12 months, 2 years after the project's finished. Often the project team has moved on, so you're up against big organisations and trying to find out who now would certify the money, and very often they just pass you around, and you struggle to find anybody who actually can deal with it. And then when you find somebody who can deal with it, they then try and find 1,000,001 reasons not to pay you. The service we received from Insolvency Law was a very professional service, also with a good understanding of the problem we had. Whilst dealing with Insolvency Law, they always seemed to know exactly what we needed and how was the best way to get the end result we needed, which was getting paid. So we had full confidence in them throughout the period. Having dealt previously with solicitors and using their debt collection expertise, Insolvency Law provided a much more efficient and cost-effective solution. Solicitors often are working on an hourly rate and seem more interested in dragging it out than actually getting their money in quickly. Having had experience now of Insolvency Law, we would recommend them to other of our colleagues in this industry, because we felt that their expertise provided a very cost-efficient manner to get our money in, and we will use them in the future as and when we come to similar situations.